if you experience that your acoustic guitar strings are too high, usually from the fretboard, we are going to answer this question here today.
Every guitar you buy, or any good quality guitar, is going to have specifications on how it should be set up.
Right.
And to say string height can mean a couple of things. The guitar is set up from bridge to what they call the nut. Now there are grooves in the nut here.
Yeah.
So these have to be set up with the correct depth, so that the strings aren't too far away from the neck up here, so it's comfortable to play. And then the action, what they call the action of the neck, has to be correct up here, say on the 12th fret.
Right.
And that depends on the bridge height.
Yeah.
And also what they call the bow in the neck of the guitar. It all has to be set up correctly for whatever gauge string you're using, because different gauge strings cause different tensions.
Right.
For string height, I guess you can't say just height. It depends on the nut, the bridge, and the neck, and the quality of the guitar.
Yeah. So we're not going to set this up, but actually things to consider when if somebody that been asking these questions or look into these three parts of the guitar, so how they are set in their own guitars, so they can start to identify why they are too high.
If the nut is not set up properly,
right.
If the grooves aren't deep enough, you may bring it to what they call a luthier, a person who works on guitars. And they can use depth gauges and measurements to set this up. This is very important. Because you don't want the strings too far away from the fret to begin with, because up here then it won't really work. But if this is set up correctly, and what they call the action here on an acoustic guitar, it's a little different than an electric guitar. Electric guitars have adjustments for each string, but with an acoustic guitar you just have a one piece bridge, and it takes a little skill from somebody who knows what they're doing to get that action correct. So it's not to try yourself; you have to bring it to somebody that actually can help. Yeah, I wouldn't. If you don't know what you're doing, I wouldn't recommend it. It can be done if you've got the right tools, but not recommended. Yeah.